Prydwen 2.0 tier list is here, guys, and I swear to God, Prydwen's not their gourd. This has to be the worst Prydwen tier list I have seen in a long time. They are off their gourd with this one. Like, some of the ratings on these characters, like, they don't even have up or down arrows. Like, this is what I'm talking about, guys. They don't have up or down arrows for some of these characters. We're moving Shokaku all the way up here, putting Panda, okay, well, that's fine, but we're getting into what I think about the rankings here in a second, but what is this shit, bro? They're out of their fucking mind, bro. Genuinely, guys, I don't understand the logic behind this fucking tier list. They did one good thing, which is secondary DPS, but other than that, we're gonna get into it. Let's just get into it here, guys. First, starting off with over here in this category, bro. Why is Shokaku above Lucy now? Shokaku is so fucking clunky. Like, we putting it up here because Hugo's up there? I don't think so. I don't think that you could put Shokaku on the same level as Seizure King. Seizure King is quite literally, to me, just a better version of Shokaku. Yes, I get that Shokaku is out here providing, what is it, what, a 20% ice damage buff? By no means this should be up here. This should be down here. No. And, like, she should be up here. There is no shot in my mind that these two are like, she is better than her. You're off your fucking gourd, Pride, with this one. No, there's just no fucking way. What is the reason they moved her up? Did they give us a reason on why they moved her up here? It wouldn't be unfair to call Shokaku an underrated character this day. It is reflected in all the current data. Along with Lycon's performance, she is one of the highest in the game. While this is truly thanks to Miyabi, this shouldn't be ignored. As a matter of fact, at the highest possible level, Miyabi Mono Ice with Shokaku and Lycon is one of the best teams in the game. I don't disagree with her being good, and her being good for Hugo, and then I guess I missed her before, right? I don't disagree with that, right? I just feel like the universality of this character is so much better because she can also work with Miyabi as well. She can work on any of these characters practically as well, too. What does she work for? I mean, she can work with those characters, but I mean, like, she's providing crit rate. She provides ice damage. Ice damage doesn't do shit unless you're Miyabi in this. I get that we're rating it based off the highest tier DPS in the game, but this is where my opinion kind of varies out here. I do think that she is better than her because she is more universal than Shokaku is. Me, personally, I would use her any day of the week over Shokaku. For me, guys, personally, I think that Lucy deserves to be up here, or at least on the same level as Shokaku, like right here with Shokaku. I wouldn't even oppose that. I don't think that Shokaku was on the level of Nicole or Caesar King, though. I don't think there's any way that I can put them on the level there. Everyone else in this category, fine by me. I think that everything else there is pretty fine. Now, on to stun category here. Her being up top, okay, that's fine, but why move Chingy down? Like, I feel like it's been pretty established that Lycon has always been worse than Chingy, even when he was in the game and she was in the game, or at least on par with what Chingy can do. Like, why are we moving her down now? Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense that we're moving her down now. Like, even when both these characters are out, they still had him placed on par with her. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. What is the reason they gave Chingy here? Chingy has progressively seen less and less use. She is one of the... Okay, use does not fucking matter. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Use, performance matters. Like, use does not matter because people that don't have the character already obviously aren't going to be using her. And do you think people are really going out of their way to pull Chingy? I don't think so. So I don't think use in this case can really be accepted, considering the acceleration of how these new stunners in the game are working. Going back to this, though, it says, with more and more DPS agents preferring on-field playstyle, Ellen, Miyabi, Yixuan, Azir, Ambi, stuns take less of the spotlight. Yes, so that applies to him as well. He's on the field the same amount of time. I just don't understand it. Like, I get that he does provide the buff to ice characters, but I don't think that he's a full tier ahead of what she can do on those teams. Like, why are we switching up now? It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, this getting moved down, this is actually what I did say before. They did follow the line of thought that I thought before here was move everyone down a tier, and they seem to do that, right? I think I agree with everything else here. I don't agree with them being on the same level. I do think that Chingy is probably on the same level here, and I did think there was a gap in between what Polkra could do and what these characters could do, but Polkra is better, in my opinion, than Coleta and Anbi is, so I think this is how it should be. You move her back up, because I do think she is still on the same level, so I don't know what the fucking cope is here. Then we have an open gap right here. Then we have Polkra. Then we have Coleta. And then we have Ambi right there. 4-star Ambi at the lowest. Now, this is something I really do appreciate. Secondary DPS. I do genuinely think that this is a much needed tier added to the game. Now, I will say with this, while yes, they're considered secondary DPS, I feel like some of these can feed into this other category as well, right? Like, example, number one right here, right? Like, it's saying secondary DPS is like, they're gonna be like, not two of them on the same team together, right? Well, I don't think that's the case. I think you can run Yanagi and her on the same team together. I can think you can run Bernice and her on the same team together. I think you can run Grace and Vivian on the same team together, vice versa, all these around, right? And it played for both sides. Now, with this, I think that she is way too low here. I think with the addition of Vivian getting added to the game and how Vivian actually works, with needing to use EX skills, with her ability, Grace's ability to activate and launch very consistent skills, EX skills, she does become better than what they're providing for here. But I don't know what they're necessarily grading Grace on here. Maybe they have a Grace somewhere here as well. Like, okay, Grace added as tier 3. There is no shot in my mind that she's 1, 2, 3 tiers below what either of these characters can do. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that she's on the same level as them. I'm not even going to sit here and say that she's like this right here. I think that she comfortably sits right here, especially when paired up with these guys. I think that she does work really well in those scenarios, and she can be a good sub DPS in those scenarios to help out with the procs of Vivian's Bloom, or help out with the procs of Yanagi's Disorder. Like, I feel like this she can help out in all these different fields here, right? And considering where Grace is at, Grace already helps them out tremendously, right? The electric type character anyway. Move her up. I think that she sits comfortably right here. Genuinely, I do think that the rest of the categories here is fine. I've been saying it. I think Vivian is better than what both Bernice and Yanagi are. I genuinely do think that she's a tier ahead, so I do agree with this. Best take right here. I 100%. She's not that low, though. She is not that low at all. So for me, we're putting her back in tier 1.5 because there is absolutely no shot. Now, this is the most disrespectful shit I've seen in my life, and probably the most copium shit I've seen in my life. We're gonna go over the changelog to see like everything they kind of like did here for the changes, because some of this shit is just fucking ridiculous. There is absolutely, in my mind, zero fucking way that, first of all, you have put Harumasa below Zhu. You were out of your fucking mind. She didn't even get a fucking buff. Now, with the buff that Ellen got, sure, there's no fucking way this is the truth. There's no fucking way that you put Piper this low either. For me, guys, I'm gonna be real with you. Zhu Yan goes down here. I think Harumasa goes up here. Me, personally, I don't think, you know what, I take that back. I actually agree with the D-ranking of Silver Soldier Ambi. There is not enough Aftershock in the game to go around to really assist her. If you do not have someone like Trigger on the team, she does fall off tremendously, and I will not, I won't disregard that at all, right? There is no shot, though, that Zhu Yan's on the same level as these two characters, especially characters that just got a buff, and there is no shot that Zhu Yan is better than fucking Piper. You're out of your fucking gourd. Move her up too. This is what tier 1 should look like. You move Zhu Yan down, you move these up. I haven't had a chance to test Ellen yet, but I don't know how effectively Ellen works in terms of the content, so I don't know if she deserves to be here, maybe down a tier. I think that she probably deserves to be here. That's just my thought off the top of my head here. But other than this is fucking ridiculous. And I've said this as well. Yeah, you need to move her down. Create a new tier for Nekomata because she's absolutely ass. Move her down. That's fucking bullshit. Yeah, I think I agree with that 100%. But this right here is actual bullshit. Now, this has to be one of the most disrespectful things I've seen in my life. I know I just said that about the other character, but this whole fucking primary DPS is a slap in the face. What the fuck is it? Okay, expert level? For sure. I don't debate that. I don't debate that at all. Tier 0.5? You're off your fucking gourd. Okay, we're moving her up. There is no way. For me, personally, guys, I took her in to Shiyu defense, and she performed better than my Miyabi with level 8 skills, like a level 8 skill, a level 8 ultimate. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 of the core passive things unlocked, or I didn't have the last little row of core passives unlocked yet. I didn't have that. I was using a completely free-to-play W engine on her. And I was using a team with her, Caesar King, and also Austria Yao as well, which, I mean, if we're comparing the best in slot team to best in slot team, she outperformed my Miyabi by at least 30 seconds. And this is without even good relics or anything like this. Is with no fault. I literally just took the golden drives I had, sent them all, got the best pieces from there and upgraded it and sent it, and she was better than my Miyabi. My problem with Miyabi is that crit rate threshold and not having any viable free-to-play options, in my opinion, that she can work with. I'm not saying that Miyabi should be moved down here at all. I think Miss Yixuan at base is tier 0. 100% build included, playstyle included. Expert level for me brings her even higher. That's what I'm going to say. I think that expert brings her higher than Miyabi, and it's a new tier up here. I'm not gonna lie. But just from the bare bones shit that I have done, she has performed better than me and my Miyabi on this team. And judging from how Prydwen has their criterias and roles here, all agents are assessed if they have access to a P5 of all A rank and B rank W engines. There is no shot Miyabi without her S rank W engine is performing that well. There is no shot in my mind that you can tell me she is. You're off your fucking rocker if you think she is. I have seen so many people tell me, you just get the fucking light gun, just get the W engine, bro. Just get the fucking W engine. Just help me so much better with the W engine, bro. She'll clear so much faster for you. That's the fucking point. I am not saying that Miyabi still doesn't gap these people without it, but she does not gap what Yixuan does without it. There's a hand down, no shot she does. So for this, no, put her ass up here. I guess I did do some crossing here. Anyways, moving Yixuan up, talking about the rest of this class though, Hugo her, I think this is completely fine. Now, this is actually one thing I do take issue with. Other than this though, I pretty much agree. Like, this is probably one of the, honestly guys, to God, I've said it a lot, this is probably one of the worst tier lists I've seen. I want to look at the changelog real quick to kind of see like the reasoning behind it, because it just absolutely makes zero sense to me. So hopping over here now, guys, to the changelog itself to see everything that's kind of been added here. I do like that they added that, of course. Now let's go into Miss Yixuan here. Added tier 0.5 expert main DPS. I also placed on watch list. We've decided to tread carefully about how we handle placing main DPS characters in the same tier as Miyabi. We'll make something clear. Yixuan is the closest character to Miyabi's power level that we've yet seen. She has a good baseline performance, but much like Miyabi, really high room for optimization via quick swaps during stun windows. Without question, when fully optimized, Yixuan goes with the Miyabi level on performance. I already think that she is Miyabi level of performance with the criteria they're currently giving her. Obviously, I don't have either of their signature W engines, so I don't know the gap there. I haven't got to test the gap there because I don't have their signature W engines. But in terms of free-to-play options and free-to-play viability, in that vein, and the criteria they're using, they're on the exact same level without even going expert, and I think she goes beyond win expert. Anyways, guys, overall, I don't think that I think their reasonings are just cope. I just think at this point, they're just choosing fucking favorites and running with that shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys, because, like, realistically, why we got one release character, which is Yixuan, right? If a characters do not synergize better with Yixuan, why are we moving up these characters that are completely unrelated when the other DPS didn't move up, down, or left, right, anything of the sorts, right? Why are we moving up DPS now based off of it when it's been the fucking same the whole goddamn time? It just doesn't make sense to me. I get that there's different metas with each patch, right? Don't get me wrong. I completely understand that. But what has changed to make them better? Nothing has changed to make them better. So why are we penalizing other characters because, oh, we think they're better now? You know, she's underrated, so she deserves a spot above her. Anyways, guys, we know Prydwen's just for the shits and giggles. Copium is fuck. Fucking dog shit. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Subscribe if you haven't already for more GCC content, because I have actually formulated a team with both Yixuan and also Vivian on it, and my god, it performs a lot better than I expected. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one later. Bye-bye.